Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Battle of Charleroi map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position, and I am not totally jazzed with all of my options here on this board. This cap, the pink has a 1-point hold over the +2 in the middle of the board. I don't think I have any 1-point holds anywhere. This one's not a bad cap for pathing purposes. The 4 over here, not horrible either. There's actually a really large 1-point hold for pink up here as well, or whoever ends up on this territory. And a 1-point hold over that middle +3. Crazy. I'm going to go here. Purple goes after me, so this spot is a little bit safer. This is a 2-point hold for the right-hand side with this blizzard in the middle down here. So we do have a very, very choked up map to start our game. Maybe we get a play also for this bonus down here. There's a potential for that as white did not cap down in that area. That's going to be a 2-point hold for that bonus down below as well. So this is Battle of Charleroi. It is one of the brand new Napoleon's Battles map pack maps. And we are playing again as the green player out of the second position. This is Progressive Capitals. We've got the meta settings, auto setup, 6-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance splits dice, no rank restrictions, alliances, portals are off, fog and blizzards are on with that automated inactivity behavior there if you are interested in what the settings are. Now I imagine we'll get some degree of a bottom left noob corner here with these double +2s down here. I have to imagine somebody is capped on either West Piéton Sombra or Faded Path, even Fork, Bend Crossing. Any of those are all certainly potential options. Pink, for some reason, maybe I have to imagine somebody is capped on West Contra Mines here because I don't understand why you wouldn't take this bonus to start the game. But that's just me. I think there's some value in hitting white up here with some of my additional material. I do have to get troops back to capital, though. I'd like to make a play for this bonus down here, so maybe I just make my entrance. With purple right after me, how much do I could lose up to 4 here and still get back to cap. I'd like to make, again, a play up here. I am going to roll this. I'm not going to take the bonus, but I want to make... We lose 2. All right, so I have a 6 cap. That should be fine. And I wanted a full vision on that bonus before I went anywhere else. Pink, oh, okay, pink is a bot. That's why it didn't go here. That makes sense. That player did not ready up. Forgive me for that one. And I will forgive you guys for not pointing it out sooner. No, I'm kidding. But I do want to give a shout out. Yeah, I had a feeling purple might have been capped here. I want to give a shout out to recent subscriber Mihai Nedelku, as well as previous subscriber, and I'm not sure when, but a zombie apocalypse did drop a comment in a video recently saying that I never gave him a shout out. So Zombie, there you go, man. Give you the shout out that you deserve, as well as Mihai. If you guys want a shout out, and if I didn't already give Danny Scott a shout out, Danny, you were also on my list. I try to remember the names. I may have already done that. So shout out to Danny as well. You get a second one if this was not the first time. But thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I really greatly appreciate the support. We'll have streams returning in April. March has been very, very busy for me, so we'll be able to try to get those back then. In the meantime, let's do a good job of trying to win this game on Battle of Charleroi. We got the red player on the right-hand side of the board. I don't love that commitment of troops. Goes to the right. I wonder if he is capped on either... I'm not sure what this stands for, but Mar Crossing or Desolate Home. A split would go back up. He hits into Mar Crossing, so he's playing for this, but does he attack once more? He might be capped on Village Hill, which is an incredibly awful capital spot. That is a 2-point card block with no bonus there in that +2 of Marcinelle. Bonuses on this board, Outer Charleroi as well as Abbaye de Solimont those are both +5s. We got Attaque de la Droite, Lodelinsart, Piéton River, and Outer Village and Outer Farmlands all +4s. Ville Haute, Southern Prairie, Inundation, those are all +3s. Who knocks us out of there? White knocks us out of there, and they started with 7. They started with 8. Interesting. Those were the +3s. Walcart Way, La Louvière River, and Marcinelle are the +2s. Those are the bonuses on the board if you guys are interested. Now, I know purple has that bonus, but I'm going to take the risk of trying to take this bonus for myself down here. Obviously, I have to hit black's 3. We got bad dice on purple's 2 before. And we get okay dice there. That should be enough to fortify back to capital. I'm going to leave black there for now. Don't want to risk my capital security. And I was right that purple had this bonus. I believe purple is capped on West Contra Mines, which is a very, very strong capital. Now, if purple plays for left-hand side here, what does he try to do here? Does he go down? Because these troops did not land on cap, right? He put quite a bit here. I think he may have found the white capital. Black is getting 10. I believe black must have maybe Vilhot with additional territory. The fact that they're not hitting me is very good. White was the one that hit down in this bonus here. So he likely has this hold. Black likely has the +3 and additional territories. Maybe even the pink cap already. What did pink bot start with? No, pink bot started with 8. Did red start without a capital? Red started with 5 out of the... Yeah, red started with 5 out of the 5th position. So black took red's capital, held the +3. I wonder if red capped behind... That's why red went over here on the right-hand side. I wonder if the red player capped behind black in this bonus. Or like either black capped on Exclusus and red on back gate, or vice versa. Or black was capped back gate, red on main plaza. Now, red can make a very big mistake here, and that would be breaking me. Because I'm obviously going to hit you. This is a really, really bad play by red to aggress another player. Especially he knows I took this bonus. His territory was the last one that I hit. You see here on Forest. It's a very, very bad play by red to aggress me there. Now, he doesn't really have any other choice, to be fair. And the reason I say that is because I was probably going to hit him regardless. So maybe he's making that assumption that I was going to hit him regardless, but I should still get enough material here anyway to still make that play. Now, my concern is that white's going to try to take the backside of this boat. No, that's not going to happen. Seems like black likely went into white on this last turn. Given the quantity of attacks by white there, I almost wonder if white did not defend their capital and kept their troops completely off, and black just snuck in and stole it. I'm just going to hit most of red here, if not all of red there, and even a little bit more red. Purple stole that. Well played. White must not have defended this hardly at all. Hit away from purple, trying not to have bad rapport with the purple player. So he should be up to 10 troops then. No, he's got 5. So he lost his cap in the middle. He botted. Is this his... There's no way this was his original. I think black took his cap in the middle. And that this was white's. Because he put a lot of material here. Unless he was just poorly defended over there. I'm not sure why he quit when he still held the capital. But I think we're going to have a very, very strong black player on this next turn. I'm glad that that rolled upwards. So the race... Yeah, black's got 12. He just did pick up an additional capital. Very, very aggressive player. Red is not botted, surprisingly. This cap, white is going to be able to likely take that cap back then. And black attacks to the right. That's a single attack. He actually fortifies in front of me. That is a mistake. If there is a cap here, he just gave it to me for free. This is just an incredibly... You don't stack in front of people's caps in the early game. That's an incredibly aggressive play. I don't understand the motivation behind that from the black player. But maybe there's not a cap here, right? Like, maybe purple didn't go there. But if there is, I absolutely take it. Now, my concern is that black isn't actually playing above his means like I think he is. And if that's the case, that's not great. If red bots here, we're going to hold double bonus on the bottom of the board. That's a +3, +2, and a bunch of territories, especially if white does not hit us and just tries to reclaim his own capital. But black, I mean, this... And some players think that this is a fine play. They're like, all right, he's not going to hit me because I've put all of these troops in front of him. But I'm very much of the opinion I absolutely hit you because you put all of those troops in front of me. Why wouldn't I? You've put me in a tough spot. Pink bot appears to still have its capital. Purple is botted. So we're down to 2 human players. Myself, well, 2 human players besides myself. That's black and white go down. Yes. Okay, that's huge. I want the extra territory here, and if white does not hit me, which is very possible he does not hit me, we will get that extra territory. White actually gets 8. So maybe purple took red's cap. Maybe red... No, because black has double capital as well. White sets early. That's actually probably good for us. Now, because I'm going to get so many troops on this next turn, we're going to get capital plus 5. That's 10, and then an additional 4 troops from territory count. I'm going to put some down here. We'll get 14 troops. I'm going to put some down here to hit black. It's interesting that white was in there, because I don't want him backdooring me. That was really good dice. He was held back in here. That's a solid play. That knocks him down a little bit. He'll only get 10 on this next turn. Purple lost the cap over there. This was a concern of mine that it would stack over here because it wants this bonus. That is a downside. Now it should hit whatever is here. Although it might just be stacking against me, which is fine. I'll have that kill behind me. This should hit down. Loses some material. The 7 does not roll right away, so it would prefer to stay stacked next to my cap, which is fine. I don't love this being next to me, but that's okay. Now black could set early, retaliate. Got a +2 on Sombra Fork. That is here. 23. It's going to end up being a 20 on 13, 21 on 13. I can trade. He can choose to take me out of here, or he can try to roll my capital. Fail. It does fail. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. And I doubt he has many troops on cap with how aggressive he's been playing. So I will trade in, especially with purple bearing down on me right now. It's too risky not to. That could very well be a bot out from the black player after that player. And I actually, after that play, rather, I actually think that that is not a bad play by black. Despite the fact that it failed, it's going to depend on what his defense is up here, right? He's clearly a very aggressive player, and that kind of aggression can work. It succeeds. You guys have seen it for me. If I will play aggressively, sometimes try to roll the dice odds here. I think the black player has quit here after that play. And fortunately, because everybody else quits, and again, the quitting thing is, I don't know how Risk will ever address this properly, but the quitting thing, I think, there needs to be some sort of incentive not to quit. I mean, we've got, if black quit, it's literally just me versus white, and white was pretty localized to one side. I also don't remember who was on this territory here in Bas de Touraine, but that actually is going to knock white down some material, which is good. I think he'll get 10 here on this next turn. If I had to guess. Actually, pink lost its capital as well, so white may have taken that. Did it lose it last turn? No. White very well may have taken that. That's going to hit me here. 7 might roll down, but maybe not. So it's me versus white. If white scoops my cap, I'm probably screwed. And if he scoops black's caps, I'm also probably screwed. He's getting 14. That's not great. Everybody but red bot has traded. And this might be the end of red bot up here, actually. So the question is, can I outpace... Like, this pink bot should hit. Yeah, I get why white would move me here. It's a 1-point hold up here. If there's a cap up there, that is not ideal for me. This might be the end of red over here. I am going to trade in for safety purposes mostly. And I'm actually going to try to... If this is the end of red, I want it out of here. That should be enough there. I'm not even going to worry about knocking black out of this pocket. But I can't afford to allow white to have these cards if this is the end of red, and if it's not the end of red, it is not the end of red. I want purple to be weak as well. Is this the end of red? Nope. Is this the end of red? No. There's a very weak black right there. Alright, my cap might get rolled because I just took way too much territory. White might get the red kill. I hope that purple or... yeah, it does roll my cap. Oh, it fails. Sweet. We'll see if black's still here. I know I left white over here. I just took a ton of territory. I can't believe I didn't find that. I found so much more red. I kept going for it. There it is. Okay. And that does not set it in, which is good. And it actually might feed the bot to me if I hold enough board here. It's going to depend on if white goes aggressive to me here. Because I think black is gone, and I played that because I thought black was gone, right? I could have taken his capital. Seems that purple had... There was one red territory on the left-hand side that purple had, which I miss out on, which is unfortunate. Yeah, black is gone. It does put here. Put 6 there. It's going to try to take this bonus down here as well. So it is going to hit me a little bit. We got to hope that white just doesn't hit me, because if white or the pink bot actually goes aggressive to the purple material on the left-hand side, it should be an easy scoop for me on the right. If white goes aggressive to me, it's going to be a much more difficult game to win. I have tons of territory. I've got double bonus. If I see this territory up here get removed, although pink might hit me first, I may have to just try to go for it anyway. That could be good. If this goes left and then white tries to play for whatever else is over there, he's going to be getting a lot of troops, so I do have to be wary of that. Hit my 3. It actually hits to the right. That won't hit my 3 there. Pink is only worth 2 cards, so that will not be worth the kill for me. Neither is black at this stage of the game. All right, white. It is your time to shine, brother. 15 troops. No trade-in. If nothing lands on this too, he might not actually have an idea of how much board I have. That is a benefit to this. He's doing a lot of attacking. If we see much of pink get cleared out of here, we potentially have the pink elimination as well off of the purple kill. I at least need... Purple goes immediately after me. I at least need to get purple out of here. But obviously, leaving my cap this week is pretty crazy. We get 17 troops. I will trade in off of this elimination, so I kind of have to just make sure I get it. Otherwise, it trades in white's face, which is not a problem at all. I don't think I can get black right now. I might be able to grab it. That is the purple kill. It's very, very good for me. Pink is only 2 cards. Black is weak as well. I need to get white out of my right-hand side here. I will have a trade on the next turn, obviously on 5. I don't actually think I try to remove black just yet. I think I just take my material back to capital. If I feed white both of the kills... I could be feeding white both of the kills. I think it's okay, though. I would... Oof. Okay, that would have been really, really bad, the slider error there. 3-on-1 is successful, and then I'm also going to take this. This is a little bit greedy of me. I'm going to knock black out of here to decrease white's chances of finding that. Now, there's a chance he could cap run here. That is the one downside. My cap is not that well defended. The goal here is that maybe he tries to go for black, but doesn't find pink. With this 2 up here. It's not like a surefire spot to find. And if he doesn't trade on 3, I'm not sure he gets either kill. That was the other thing, is the trades aren't that high. It's a 20 trade, so it's something, but it's not a ton. And this splits a lot in here. If it keeps a lot in this pocket, for example, like hopefully it wins the 5-on-3. It does not win the 5-on-3. This bot's pretty weak. If white trades, he's probably got it. Puts this over here. Does this break white? Because I think white probably has this bonus down here. Does it hit my 3? It does hit my 3. All right, so white's going to get the double +4 over there. I think he's got well defended. So he's going to get about 21 troops. Double +2, triple capital. So red must have capped behind black in here then, which is crazy, man. If black capped behind red, I still think that red cap is pretty crazy, but maybe not as crazy. And it depends on how many troops were opened up to white here, right? To cap run, he needs to kill black and take my cap. That does not get it. Good game. That is going to be game, everybody. Fairly certain of that. Let me go like... I will trade in off of this, so... I've got the amount. I don't know where all of the cap or where the caps that white has are. I will start by removing almost all of black. I think it was a bot. Doesn't really matter. That was pretty surgical, other than failing the red kill. That was the one part where maybe not so surgical. I don't know where his cap actually, or where all of the caps are down here. So I'm just taking pretty much the entire board. I am still the player with 2 caps, so... There's 1. There's 3 caps along this line back here. So I was the only player who didn't cap in a shared space with another player, which is absolutely bananas that was the case. So red and black, who knows who capped where? I assume black was the exterior one just based off of how that played out. My cap positionally was decent. The purple player was not in a very good spot. And so let me take that out there. And... this is a horrible capital spot. And this is also a very, very horrible capital spot here. So that is bizarre. We'll take the win. Both of these cap spots bad. The most exterior one, which may have been purple's original, given that white did have a bonus back here. I think white might have been this one. And then maybe the pink bot just in here. One of these was the pink bot's cap, so not obviously great, but the outside one was pretty good. The other two, not so good. Ranks of my opponents, purple and expert, would not be surprised if he was the one with the outside cap. Beginners on the other 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. We'll be back very, very soon with the other 2 maps in the pack on the meta settings. And again, subscribe if you haven't already. If you got those public subscriptions on, I'll give you a shout out in an upcoming video. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.